It's a little bit of weed.
That's probably why he was bugging out, because he had a little weed on him. So there's a little in the jag, which is probably why he was out.
On March 13, 2018, two NYPD officers, Kyle Erickson and Elmer Pastran, stopped 30-year-old Jason Serrano. Serrano was being driven home by a friend from the hospital in Staten Island when he was stopped for a broken taillight. However, it became clear that the officers had other motives beyond just a minor traffic violation.
The car smells like marijuana, so we're going to check it, all right? Fix it. If there's nothing in the car, you'll be good to go, all right? If there's something in the car, just let me know now. I appreciate honesty, okay?
The female driver got out of the car. The male passenger stayed inside, explaining he was in severe pain from recent stab wounds.
I don't want to see that right now, okay?
Even with his injuries, Jason was forcefully pulled from the car.
I want to see your stomach.
We need to check the car, so I need you to hop out.
Okay, I'm getting out.
Okay.
Relax.
Stepping out of the car wasn't enough for the officers. They insisted he hand over his jacket for suspicious reasons, which would soon become evident.
No, once he checked it, he'll hand it back to you. He's got to check. It's our job, bro. Yeah, I'll get it for you. Just let him check real quick, and then...
There's nothing in my jacket. I'm not getting searched for that reason. I don't have nothing in my jacket. I'm not.
Okay, well, he's going to check it.
I don't have nothing in... No.
Relax.
No, I don't need to be...
This situation is about to escalate for no reason.
No, because I didn't do nothing.
It was in the car.
No, this is on me. It's my possession.
Yo, you need to relax.
It's my possession.
You need to relax.
It's my fucking possession.
One NCO, David.
No, relax.
Yo.
It's my possession. Relax, bro.
Yeah, let me get one additional to 207 Broad Street.
No, it's not. Come on.
That is the law. Oh,
Relax.
wow.
Relax. Relax.
Like, what?
Back off.
Take him down.
Relax. Huh? Yeah.
Put that jacket down right now.
Put the jacket down.
Despite Jason's claims of being in severe pain, the officers threw him to the ground and manhandled him. They eventually seized his jacket as more officers arrived at the scene.
Search the rest of the car.
Yeah, we gotta find something.
Actually, I'll let you check. Yeah. There's my flashlight. I'll say one.
They planted something.
As other officers restrained the visibly pained suspect, Erickson and Pastran whispered urgently, "They need to find something." They searched the jacket and the car. After an extensive search, they found nothing, and their growing frustration was clear in their voices.
Should I search the whole thing? Or what do you think?
Yeah, search the whole thing.
The officer continued his search. Then a supervisor arrived and started asking questions.
We stopped the car for a taillight. The car smelled like marijuana. We asked him to step out of the vehicle. He tried to grab a jacket that was in the vehicle. We told him to leave it there. He got combative with us, so we did a forcible takedown, and no strikes were thrown. I already called the bus for him.
You safe?
No, we're good, sir.
Hey, where's your partner?
He's searching the car. No, keep her out of the car. You have any bees on you? No?
Bees. What is bees? City of New York.
It's alright. Yeah. I don't know why you got like that then.
The female driver started to get suspicious of the officer's actions, and she started to watch them closely.
Search my car. Cause what is he doing?
Man, stand back. Do not.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Under the watchful eyes of their supervisor and the female driver, the officers needed to move quickly. They drove the female driver away. While one officer observed, the other carried out their wicked plan.
Oh, bees. Nah, I don't know what that means.
It's a little bit of weed.
He planted drugs in the car's cup holder, but he didn't stop there. He also hid drugs in the man's jacket to further incriminate him.
There's weed flakes right there. Bingo. Bring the jacket with you. It's his anyways. Cut yourself.
It might be weed, yeah. I want to get some of this, you know?
Yeah. That's probably why he was bugging out, because he had a little weed on him.
Damn.
So there's a little one in the jacket, which is probably why he was out. But bring the jacket with you. It's his jacket, so.
The
Why
officers
you
were
got the flashlight in your
terrible
mouth like
actors,
that, boy?
but they successfully carried out their plan. After planting the drugs in the jacket, they went on to present their findings to their supervisor.
There's a hole in that pocket where we found the little flakes of marijuana, so we're gonna check the jacket more thoroughly back in the precinct.
Precincts, man.
Yes, sir.
At the precinct, officers planted more drugs on Jason's jacket. Then they handcuffed him to a hospital bed for 5 days. To avoid jail time, Jason pleaded guilty to resist arrest. This incident was just one example of a pattern of these officers' misconduct. They had tried to plant drugs on other victims in the past, but those victims had been alert enough to stop their plans. Jason Serrano was arrested, but the drug charges were dropped after the body cam footage proved he was innocent. He later received a $326,000 settlement.
Oh boy, that's what the $326,000. Oh my God, what's this, man? What kind of drugs did they plant on him? Cause weed is legal in New York, recreational. He might have been on probation or something. Now that's jacked up. They didn't say he was, but $326,000 for some weed, for a misdemeanor. Jeez.
However, the NYPD dismissed the misconduct claims against the officer, even with strong evidence available. And while planting evidence is bad enough, laughing at a disabled war vet is not any better.
You guys made a guy pee himself? Yeah.
That's jacked up. We're gonna do a second part to this.